Good morning all, welcome to day 16. I promised you guys a walkthrough of the haunt so you can see what things look like before we get started with the more of the fine-tuning type stuff. And I wanted to show you kind of what I did yesterday while we had some light. I got quite a bit done yesterday, both on the cesspool room and on the old vampire and bat display. But right now we're going to start out here on the street, and of course there's a little kitty up on the roof, and we got the big kitty down here. And I think after Halloween I'm going to have to dissect that damn thing. The head no longer moves. And we into a little graveyard, and I've got one tombstone here. The base is broke on it, so I'm going to have to get it fixed. It's supposed to be sitting up. So, and that's an easy fix. And then we've got our exit with the buzzard, our hours of operations, and I'm going to redo that sign so it matches that sign. That one just kind of blends in, this one stands out. Into our entrance. Now, if you guys also remembered last night, I mentioned I had one prop that wouldn't fit over in the vampire and bat location, so I moved it out here, and that's this here. And I've got to get the hands fixed because they're supposed to be attached to the gravestone. But basically, she sits up, and as she sits up, she slams down the tombstone, and her head turns and she growls. And then that one rises up and says Happy Halloween and growls. But anyway, we're into that, into the entrance. And there's old George. And I still haven't gotten around to dissecting his head yet. Into the light box, into the entrance, and a mirror display. And I'm thinking about putting a curtain right through here to kind of separate this off. I have not decided whether I'm going to do that or not yet. We got our mirror, our candelabras. Now here in this area, I still have the shadow boxes to put up here and on that one there, so you cannot see straight through. And then right here, we're going to have a table here, and this is going to be the candy station and stuff. We'll have someone manning that to hand out candy. And after that, they fade in over here into the entrance. And there will be a curtain here to segregate the witches display off. Now on the witches display, like I mentioned last night, we moved the fireplace. It was more over here behind the witch. We centered it a bit more. And I got a few knickknacks out. The wife's got to go through and do final placement on that. We got a lot more stuff to put out. And I also moved the witch a little bit further back. And then we put the big skull in, and that needs a tablecloth on it. Yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet to hide the crates. Then into here, and then we'll have another shadow box right here. And this is the second display I got done yesterday. This is what was supposed to be the vampires and the bat display. Still got the bat into it. And I got that bat. Someone made a comment on yesterday's vlog that they had the same bat. I bought that one down at Costco several years back. I'm not sure where that person got theirs. But all three of the props here, that one, the one I made, and that one are all animated. And for this one and that one, I'll have some foot pads out here to activate them. Then we get over here to the graveyard, or to the pirate display. I was going to say graveyard, but that's pirate display. And this one, for the most part, is finished as far as props go. It still needs its electrical. It still needs hay in here, and it needs its lighting. But other than that, this one is totally finished. Might reposition the bottles up there too. I don't know. This display here, still need the styrofoam heads and the mess on that tombstone over there. And need to do electrical and hay and lighting. So no really fine-tuned type stuff into that. into the cornhole, and my wife will have a few battery operated props we'll hide in the corn stalks that will trigger, you know, as people walk through, and it kind of will give them an extra little spook. And then we'll have another curtain here. Still gotta get the skulls and light bulbs and stuff in the pole lamp there. But this is the gypsy display, and there's some fine tuning to go on in here. Then we'll have another curtain here, and then we'll probably put something up here in this corner. I'm not too sure yet, haven't gotten that far. Then at the end of the corn hallway, right here, there'll be a full curtain, so they won't be able to see anything into this display. They come into this display, and it's the water room, if you haven't guessed it. And the water will probably be going in either next Tuesday or next Wednesday into the displays, and I'll get the fountains and stuff fired up, making sure everything's working right and what have you. Now Clifford over there all chained up. Still some fine tuning and stuff to do on this display. Hell, all the displays have a little bit of fine tuning. And then into the spider prop area. And then of course our exit, and I still need to get some paint out and write exit on that damn thing. Haven't gotten that yet. But anyway, that's kind of a walkthrough of the haunt this year. You know, it's starting to look more like a haunt with all the props and stuff out here. So today's project is going to be dragging more stuff out of the spare bedroom and going through and fine-tuning everything in the haunt. You know, there's lots of little knickknacks. You know, I gotta get the Ouija board out, and there's some candles and ghosts and all sorts of little mishkabibble stuff. So I'm going to be working on that today, hopefully getting all the stuff out and into their displays, and my wife will go through and get things set where she wants them. And then tomorrow I am hoping to get started running the electrical, so all the animated props and everything work. And then first part of the week should be lighting. And I'll have a week to get all the lighting done and get the sound system in. So that's where we're at now. Now I also want to touch on our 200 subscriber contest. I posted it a couple of weeks ago. No, it's been about a week actually I posted it. I will be doing a separate vlog tonight, hopefully, with an update and a reminder notice for the 200 subscriber contest. So you'll see that going up, hopefully. If you have not sent your pictures in to enter that contest, you know, you guys got about a week to go on that. But sit tight, and I'm going to get going out here, and I'll do that 200 subscriber vlog update hopefully tonight. So sit back and relax, folks. Here's your pre-dinner update again. I forgot about the midday update, sorry. And today it has been a wild ride. We had a windstorm blow through that blew all of Halloween Hellmouth clouds over the mountains and into our area. It is nice and cloudy out there. We're probably going to get some rain tonight. Thanks, Troy. Appreciate it. As a result, I spent most of the day doing emergency repairs. It seemed like I picked something up, go to get it placed, or spend some time hanging something, get done, and the wallpaper, not the lower area, which is why I normally have trouble with and why I put the windbreaks up, but the upper areas were blowing down around the outside edges of my haunt. So I think I went through and reattached the wallpaper around the outside edge of the haunt maybe 4 times altogether for the whole haunt. You know, it kept coming down in sections. You know, and I don't know, I'd spend most of my day running around taking care of that. But we did get quite a bit done out here too, and I'm not done yet. I'm probably going to work until after dark tonight. I kind of wanted to show you what we ended up doing out here on the driveway. we did some rearranging. This young lady here was sitting over here. The Celtic Cross was sitting over there. And we switched them. And we took her out and put her back there. It just seemed like it was too crowded in here. And I know it seems a little crowded in here now. There's a nice big open spot. But she sits up and that tombstone slides down. Or lays down. So I need to leave room for that. And we also got my other animated prop in here, that ghost, which rises up and hovers over the tombstones and what have you. Okay, so I got that done out here. Also got one of my sheet ghosts up, and it needs to hang for a while. In a way, I kind of hope it does rain and the thing gets wet, because it will help get rid of the damn wrinkles in it. In here, it's getting a little dark, but the wife got some portraits up. And she spent a good deal today doing that. And we got portraits scattered through the entrance hall, photo gallery. And now all the photos that my wife hung, here's some more, I'll have my LED spotlights on. Like this one might get a blue, to where that one will get a green, what have you. Another miscellaneous prop. We got this guy in, and I gotta rework my sensor up there, but I've got a little motion sensor here. It's plugged into. It's got a green light in it down there, and a flash cracker. When that sensor trips, the light comes on and the flash cracker goes off. And I was testing it earlier on the range and stuff on it, you know, how close you had to be to it to set the dang thing off, knowing full well that there was a light in there and a flash cracker in there. Okay, I just put them in, so I know they're in there. And I came around that corner and got to about right here, facing toward the witch. That thing went off and I damn near jumped clean out of my skin. So I have a feeling, you know, with me knowing it's there and it going off, it's going to be hitting the people pretty good. So that should be really interesting. I got a couple more photos up in here. The wife spent some time also doing some detail work in here, getting some things done, more pictures. You know, so this area is really coming together. We got this put together and up in its corner, and yes, that's a cardboard coffin. It's one that's starting to fall apart as it is. This is probably the last season for it, so if the rain demolishes it, I don't give a rosy darn. Before we go any further along the show and tell here, another project I'm getting ready, I'm just getting started to working on, and it takes me about an hour or so to get it done, is my shadow boxes. And I've got several different size bats that we hang up in these enclosures, you know, in different patterns. And then I stretch a white sheet over it, and we have some mini strobe lights that are motion sensitive on it. People walk by, the lights flash, and you get a nice shadow effect through the sheet. So that's where I've been terming my shadow boxes. I get the bats hung. I'll give you guys a little clip so you can see the pattern and what have you. But anyway, back over here. I just got done showing you that guy. Got into here, and we haven't done anything at all yet into that display. Got another ghost up in here, and I got to work on that pirate, but he's got a sword and a pistola, a gun, or pistola for you little Spanish lingo there, as Rush Limbaugh likes to say. But I got another ghost there. Nothing in the cornhole as of yet. This is my wife's area. She's got 2 crates, soon to have 3 crates full of stuff to put out. In here, it's getting a little dark, but we got some swords hanging up. Got a candelabra there, and you can just barely see it, and some mugs. The wife put my tarot cards out here. I've got to get those up into place. More weapons and a shield, and then a hovering ghost. Let's see if I can turn this on. Okay, where's that damn on-off switch on? Ah, there it is. I was looking at the wrong end. And, you know, it's like the ones that, this is a store-bought version of the ones that we make. And I want to say Axe-worthy Ghost. It's not an Axe-worthy Ghost. I can't think of the name of it. But I'm trying to make one of these possibly this winter. So I got that hanging up, and we've got 2 swords and a shield. In fact, you see the swords and the shields there. Same thing as what's over here on this side. I just mirrored it. Okay, come on, do your thing so I can shut you off. Come on. It's got a nice run time on it. I do like that. And the thing's awfully finicky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. She's getting ready to shut off. There we go. Anyway, oh, and got another portrait up here. And it just flashes lights. It used to growl and howl and stuff too, but it hasn't done that in years. It's an old spirit prop. And it's kind of neat. Got a bat up there. Another ghost in the corner of the chain hall. And then didn't do anything in the chain hall. Wife came in, and I probably will bring my flashlight out before I close, and I'll come in here and show you. But she's got some creepy cloth up in here, and we had some more of that garland you get at the dollar store. We've gotten hands and feet and miscellaneous stuff in here and what have you. Well, I'm sorry, this pre-update's kind of dark. Like I said, I'll come out with a flashlight tonight before I go in and let you see what it looks like a little bit better, and I'll definitely do a walkthrough in the morning and stuff so you can see where we had gotten to. So, but anyway, we've been busy. You know, really doesn't look like we've done all that much, but it's funny how time consuming it takes to hang some stuff, especially when you're trying to hang it so it doesn't look like it's been hanged, you know, like it's floating or what have you. But we're coming along, getting there. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. My beautiful helper there just signaled me and told me it was dinner time. So I gotta go in and see what's good cooking going on tonight. Oh, chili con carne, the wife says I gotta go in for that. So anyway, I'll give you a closing update here a little bit later and show you around with things. So talk to you in a bit. Okay, I told you guys I gave you a look at the shadow boxes. Here you go. Here's a finished one. This is over off the entranceway, light boxes, what have you. But that's what the shadow box looks like, and that's just with a regular house light on. When the haunt's open, those lights are off, and then we put a series of strobe lights hooked up to a sound box in there. That's motion sensitive. As people pass the sensor, it makes a storm noise, and the strobe lights flash off and on, making those black bats flash off and on. Okay, that's what the finished one looks like. Let's walk you around over here. The witch's display, which is too dark to see. This one here, I haven't gotten the skin on yet, but you can see the bats, and they're just tied on with fishing line. You know, there's a look at the back side. That was the one you were just looking at. So, real simple, real easy. It's just a sheet, some cutouts, and fishing line. You know, real easy to do. And then you just need a light behind it to cast a shadow. So, anyway, there's your shadow boxes. Good evening, all. This is as far the last little bit I did before I'm quitting. It's going on about 9:30. This is one of my animated props. I got the mask on it. And this one I am running into a problem. I think the mask, it's got a real heavy plastic on the inside in here, and with the shirt, it's too heavy for the mechanism. The mechanism will only go about halfway up, and then the motor reverses and goes back down and resets. It's using one of those reindeer motors. Tomorrow I'm going to go down and buy a spring and attach a spring to the dang thing to help give it a little bit more lift. See if that works. Sorry, it keeps going dark. Here's the coffin entrance. I got the main curtain up. And yes, I'll give you a walkthrough during the day. Hold on a sec, it's gonna get dark. Gotta shut the door. Okay. Come in here. There's those portraits my wife got hung up today. Nothing really going on in this one. Got another portrait there. And then 3 more there that got put up. Here's all the stuff that my wife gets to put up tomorrow. And then in here I got this. It's a coffin. We put a green light down in there, and below that is a flash cracker, and that works. I talked about that earlier. We got another picture there. The witch. My wife's been putting out bottles and stuff with different things in them. More portraits. Another coffin there. You've seen the shadow boxes, so I'm not going to show you that again. Here's another animated tombstone that I made. And it works fine. Not a bit of problem with it. Another ghost. I got in here to the pirate. He's got his sword and his pistol. And the bar scene back there. Here's my other animated one that I did. Enter the gates, burnt you'll be just like me. You probably can't see it very well. I'll give you a, yeah, I got the blow-ups turned off. They are collapsed. I'll give you guys a better walkthrough tomorrow during the day. And here, I still gotta get that lamp finished, and we're gonna take that little shelf down. But we got the Ouija board set up. I still gotta deal out a hand of tarot. And the nice thing is, it glows in the dark. Which should be interesting after it energizes all day long. And I still got a couple little things back there to put in. Oh, I was going to show you the weapons I put up. Now that we got light in here. Hung these up on the walls. Tried to show you earlier, but it was a bit too dark in here. Undo it, and there's a Wolfie picture. And again, I'll give you guys a walkthrough in the morning. So we got that. Over into the chain hole. We got, I think, I got this done yesterday. But the wife put up some creepy cloth in here today. And some vines and garland and stuff. And it's kind of messed up right there. I've been getting in and out of that pond fixing things. We got a head from the dog, which was like last year. Difference is last year that head was also a fountain. This year it's not a fountain. We got some body parts down in there, what have you. More creepy cloth, more vines. So it's not too bad. But actually got quite a bit done out here today. Went through 6 tubs. Actually, I got 6 tubs worth of stuff done out here today. Some of it taking a while because you had to assemble it and what have you. Let's see, what does that leave? I've got some staves, pole axes, and scythes, you know, that sort of thing. Not real, fake ones that need to go in out here yet in the spare bedroom. And then I've got 3 containers down in the basement in storage that has all the electrical prop type stuff, you know, strobe lights, misters, that sort of thing. That needs to be brought up, and that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow, is, you know, getting that stuff out, and it won't take long. Probably a couple of hours to put that stuff out, and then I'll be working on the electrical, you know, getting all the displays wired up so everything turns on and has power. So that's probably going to be the chore for tomorrow. I know this segment is kind of long and drawn out. I'm kind of just rambling because I'm tired. So I'm just going to go call it quits, get this edited, and get it uploaded. So good night all, and stay spooky out there.